right, let's get started. Series. Okay. So, nice to meet you finally.
Good to meet
My
you
name
also.
is Jennifer.
Pleased to meet you.
And as I told you, as I was reaching out to you to do the interview, I'm a full sales student online. I'm majoring in media communication. My future dreams are to continue to bring spotlight to individuals just like yourself, people who impact their families, but not only their families, but others. So before we talk about your business, let's talk about this social media. You have went viral. You have been on news clips. People are talking about it. How does it feel to be almost like an overnight celebrity doing what you do?
I mean, actually, it's just a blessing. You know, actually, I don't take any credit for it. You know, I just want to be able to teach and you know, mentor and give somebody an opportunity that, you know, otherwise it wouldn't be created for.
Awesome. Okay, so let's jump back a little. Tell us about yourself. It's really important that you tell us about yourself. That is one of my big things when people come to my show. I want to know who you are. I want to know what I'm buying. I want to know who I'm buying from. And my people, they're the same way, or they would not tune in. It is very important that we know who's behind the brand. So tell us about yourself.
My name is R&R Reese. I'm 49 years old, from Montgomery, Alabama. I lived here a majority of my life. I have 2 kids. I'm a single parent right now.
Awesome.
Also, I'm an activist in my community as far as self-awareness on domestic violence, neighborhood watch, you know, crime in the neighborhood. I went to high school here. I'm just an all-around guy. I'm just
Awesome.
a simple guy.
Okay. All right, Mr. Reese. Sounds like you got something going on here. So tell us the name of your business and tell us how did the business, how did you gain an idea for the business?
The name of my business is R&R Janitorial.
Okay.
And I always been an idealist, so you know, in marketing it's supply and demand. So you know, I looked around, I seen the demand, and so I said, okay, well, let me try this on another scale. So actually,
Wow.
you know, it's just
It takes courage.
you know, I said, you know, you always got to do something different from everybody has cleaning service, but we clean commercial. We're mostly on a commercial level. We mobile. The website is www.rnrjanitorial.com. So you know, you can learn more about the history of my company. Well, we create opportunities for the youth, the elderly, and also adults that's in trouble.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Reese, for answering that. So, let's jump back into more about your business. So, now that we know how you got the idea, which is pretty awesome, because that's what it's all about. Looking around to see what the need is. And so I believe truly that you've seen that need and you brought it into manifestation. So that's so awesome. Okay, so knowing that you value family and you possess so many strengths, what pushed you the most though to succeed in the business that you have already created?
Well, actually, Jennifer, you know, that's interesting you asked me that, because I always been the one to think about, like, what if somebody could create an opportunity for me?
Mark.
So, you know, that pushed me, you know what I'm saying, and inspired me to say, okay, if I have the opportunity, if God blesses me to create an ideal, to bless someone else, and to create opportunity for them, that's all the inspiration I need. Because you say, we spoke upon family, and I am a big family person. So I always say, well, it's not about me anymore. It's about my kids. So
it's true.
What can I leave them? What type of legacy can I leave them? What type of education can I teach them?
Wow.
What can I leave them to have a foundation? So that's basically how the whole idea started. Like, okay, you're leaving something.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So actually, it's real fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? To have that sense of opportunity, knowing that you can do that. That the opportunity is there to create for someone else.
Awesome. Wow. So creating the opportunities. After reading your history under your company and seeing that you're creating the opportunities, being active in your community, what are your dreams, not only for your customers, but for the community as a whole?
Well, my dream as a community, for the community as a whole, is to make everything one unit. I want to reflect on the greatness of Nipsey. What he did was he bought his whole community, and he created opportunities and jobs for his whole community. And I believe when you bring unity together, that's a positive sign of saying that, well, hey, I want to do that for my community, for the brothers say, well, I ain't had the opportunity to do this, or I ain't had the opportunity to do this, for the females saying,
that's
well,
true.
I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? We also provide daycare service for our workers, you know what I'm saying? So all this, so if you got kids, mamas, we accommodate that.
That's
also
awesome. Okay. So, I have to make this short, but this is so good, and I want them to know how they can find you. What, I want them to know so much about you. I want them to know the next step that you're taking in the business, so that we will walk with you every step of the way, that our time and our resources would allow us to. So tell us, what should we be expecting to launch that will launch the business into a next level?
Well, actually, I'm glad you said that. But let me tell you, you can find me on, as I said earlier, www.rrjanitorial.com. You know what I'm saying? You can also find me on Facebook under R&R Janitorial. You can also find me on Instagram on R&R Janitorial. So I'm real easy to find, you know what I'm saying? As you spoke of earlier, you know what I'm saying, as my popularity on social media, because I brought something different.
Yeah.
So, anytime you bring something different in, it's a great thing. That it's an opportunity that you create opportunity and pathways for others, individuals in life. It's always going to be a spark. So, you can find me there. Also, I have a phone number. It's listed on my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, all my contact information is listed. We have a non-profit organization also working along with us. So we have a lot of hands that brings the community as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. So, last but not least, and this is really, really important for me, because I empower every minute that I wake up. What would you say to that one viewer that's watching and do not believe in themselves? What would you say to them?
Trust in God first. And if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Here you go, people. Well, Mr. Reese, we thank you so much for coming on our show.
It's been my pleasure.
We enjoyed you. We really did. It's just really good to get the outlook of business and how it started for you all the way from the beginning, from a man. Because so many times men, they have like this shell, and it's not really, we don't really get to know what their strengths are. We don't get to know, what inspired them. So it's very, very awesome that you came to the show. You was very transparent. You guys, make sure you check him out. You hear me?
Don't forget.
Janitorial service, he already said it. Contracts, look, get in.